Dear students, good morning. So today I am going to take your class and going to explain about Java classes. Okay, so let's begin. Class as the basis of all computation. So start with this beautiful code. The beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it from you. This is said by B.B. King. Okay, so class at the basis of all computation. So whenever you create any program, you know that first of all we should create a class, and then only we'll write many things more. So class is the fundamental building block of object oriented programming. It is the single most important feature for implementing abstraction, encapsulation and data hiding. It is the Java vehicle for translating an abstraction to a user-defined type by combining data, representation, and methods for manipulating that data into one neat package. So means that class, and first of all class we have to write as usual we are writing class, and it is a way to bind the data describing an entity and its associated functions together. So many more things will be given inside it, like variables, functions, methods, all those things will be given inside it. So this is what we are going to show. That's why it's very important for us to give a class. In other words, class is a set of instructions or a blueprint to build a specific object, or you can say that it's a factory of objects. So class might have one or more objects. Each object has its own state and behavior as usual, that objects are having state and behavior, state notifying the variables and behavior is notifying function or method, or you can say that action on the variable, and it can interact with other objects by passing message as per requirement. So object and classes. So when we talk about class, then we must think about object and method also. So need for class. So need for class, one way to cope with complexity is to abstract the essential operational features of problem and express a solution in those terms. Real world objects have attributes such as data type, properties and set of specific operation to be performed. Like every object has their own state and behavior. In the real life also you can see that classes in Java are needed to represent real world entities that not only have data type properties, because every object which we are seeing, it has their state and behavior, and if it has a state then there should be a data type. Like if we talk about number, then number should have a data type like integer and float. That is their characteristics, but also associated operation, that is their behavior. So characteristics are given, and whenever we take action on these characteristics, then it is called behavior. And behavior in Java program is called method or function. So general form of a class. When you define a class, you describe the data that it contains and the code that operates on the data. A class is declared by the use of class keyword. So class keyword, generally we write class like this, class, this is the keyword that we use, and After using this class, we'll give the name of the class. So general form of class definition is shown below. Just you can check it yourself how it is. So class, as I told to you, class and class name. Name is called identifier, and then curly braces. Curly brace will start, and here we'll declare the variable. Variable should go along with data type. Number of variables depending on your requirement, and no doubt inside class we have to also write method. So 3 variables are declared over here. Just look at this, is just only a structure to let you know this is not a final code. So type instance variable 1, type instance variable 2, type instance variable n, and the type method name with parameter list. So parameter is argument, that value which we are going to assign or take it from the user, so that can be declared inside this parameter list. And then body of the method, here we are not writing because we are just looking at the structure of the class, how it can be given. Then method name, and then body of the method, and it will be closed. So see, this all the variables or methods are enclosed within curly braces. So one curly braces is started just after the class, and at last you can see that it is closed. So please make sure that whenever we are declaring any class, after class a curly braces should be given, where class is the keyword that identify class, and class name is the tag name. Class name is the tag name for the class. It becomes the name of the user defined type. The class name is used to declare variables called objects or instance of the class. So these are the things which we are doing. Collectively, the methods and variables defined within a class are called members of the class. So the variables which are declared inside the class is called members of a class. So here type instance variable 1, type instance variable 2 are member of class. So instance variable, that means the variable which are declared just after the class, is called instance variable. So the data or variables defined within the class are called instance variables. In most classes, the instance variables are accessed by the methods defined in the class. So methods, what is the method? So set of operations that may be applied to the objects of the class. So whenever we want to execute or run something based on the characteristics, then here method comes. So the action which we are going to take, that should be written in the method. Class method are also called class function, as I told to you. Okay, so now state and behavior of an object. So it is very important to know that state and behavior of the object. For example, if we consider a vehicle as an object, so you and me is also an object. So vehicle is also an object. It would have some state and behavior, obviously. So every vehicle is having their own state and behavior. So let's talk about what are the things that are common in the vehicle. First, speed, gear, direction, engine, temperature. So these are the things which is state, means common in every vehicle. And what are the behaviors? So behaviors are engine start or stop, speed slow or fast, changing the gear. So these are the actions that we are doing based on the state. So vehicle has their own state and behavior. Okay, so just look at this diagram, that one vehicle object is given in the center. Just look at, and then speed, gear, direction, engine temperature, and right side behavior is given. What are the things that can be done on the based on these characteristics? So engine start and stop action can be done, speed, so fast and slow can be done, and changing the gear can be done. So these are the things that we can have in state and behavior of an object. Okay, so class declaration, as you know that class is the keyword and then name should be given as an identifier. So class is the collection of objects from which an object is created. So suppose we have a class named vehicle, it would have state, speed, model, brand, and behavior, start, accelerating, stop. So the following code support declares the class vehicle. So let's look at on this program public class vehicle. So here public is the access specifier and class is the keyword and vehicle is the name, or you can say that identifier. Inside it the curly brace starts, and in speed means one variable is given, another string model is given, and a string brand is given. So int is the data type, speed is again the name of the variable, or you can say that it is an identifier. So string is also data type and model is the name, or you can say that identifier. String is the data type and brand is the name, or you can say that variable name, or you can say that it's a identifier. So don't be confused at all whenever questions are coming like this. Okay, let's write void start. This is the method which we are writing just inside the class vehicle. So void start. Now no parameters are given here, and then body should be given. Again, this is only a structure to understand how we can declare a class. And this is closed, this method is closed within curly braces, and then finally one more method, that is void accelerate. Again there is no parameter in the parenthesis, so brace starts, body of accelerates, and then it's a closed. So whatever things that we want to execute inside it, that can be coded, but curly braces are very important, so please do not forget to put curly braces around it. Okay, so now this is called creating object of the class. So how you can do that? By object reference and new constructor, so that I'll explain to you. Void stop. So once the class name is given and methods are given, variables are given, you are supposed to stop the program. So one method should be written for that also, and then final closing. So class is closed. So like this we can do that. Object creation, how to create the object. So it is also important how to create an object, as we know that classes are the blueprint of objects, or we can say that it's a factory of objects. Objects are created from class, and the new keyword is used to create an object in the Java program. Okay, so again new keyword, generally whenever we are going to call any method or any variable inside the main method, then we are supposed to create object of the class. That we learn how to create object of the class. So study the following code snippet and its output. Let's look at public class example. So public is the access specifier, class is the keyword to declare a class, and example is the name. Public example string name, this is the method that we have written inside the class, and same name is given as a class name is given. So this is also called constructor. I'll explain it more about constructor, what is constructor, but right now you just go through it. Again curly braces started, and then one statement is written, that is system.out.println, and inside it a text, that is person name is we want to display this, and then concatenation. This plus sign, just look at this plus sign. This plus sign is just it's notifying this plus sign and notifying concatenation. Concatenation means if you want to display your text and the data which is saved in the variable, then we have to concatenate by putting this plus sign. So that's why plus sign is given over here. Just look at, and then the name of the variable is given. So, and system.out.println is the command or statement that can display these things, person name, and the here just look at this declared here, So let's look at this string name is declared over here, and then same name is called. String name is declared and name is called as a variable, and then okay, public static void main string args. This is the main method. Every program should be executed with the main method. The main method is written, and whenever we are going to call the value of the class, then we are supposed to create object of the class. So here just look at example per name. So example is the name of the class and per name is an object of the class, because those methods which are written inside the class cannot be called directly into the main method. That's why we have to create an object of the class, and class name should be directly, we cannot call the class, So here example and then per name, and inside assignment operator, then new keyword to assign that object in the class, and one argument is given over here, that is rekha. So that means rekha, I want to display rekha, but we have to do like that, and that rekha will go into this public example string name, and then here system out dot, so it will help you to display, close it. So output you can check into BlueJ, and result will come like this. Output will come like this. Person name is